Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today we have a replay from DrukenDutchmen, who are just now referred to as Dutch from here on out. So he is in the Tier 8 Premium American Battleship Massachusetts, and he has been up-tiered double to a Tier 10 game. Now, I do not know exactly what his build is, although I do know he has some type of secondary build. As you can see, his Massachusetts does have its secondaries out to 11.3 kilometers. However, as you will see later in this replay, he does not have manual secondaries. So I'm just going to assume he's got the normal brawler build minus maybe manual secondaries. I'm not sure if he has Adrenaline Rush either, but we'll find out. So anyway, he has chosen to go onto the C cap, and anyway, let me tell you about the Massachusetts first, for those of you that don't know. So the Massachusetts, for all intensive purposes, is in Alabama, or North Carolina, you could say, although the North Carolina and the Massachusetts, they are two different classes. They pretty much have the same characteristics about them. They both have 9 16-inch guns, and they have the same secondaries, except the Massachusetts secondaries get a quicker reload and more range, whereas the North Carolina and the Alabama, they have the exact same secondaries. But the Massachusetts does have the same amount and caliber, it's just that the reload and range are a bit better. Well, a lot better. So anyway, 9 16-inch guns. She has the same armor as the Alabama, which is slightly better than the North Carolina, but it's still American battleship armor. It's not German or anything, so it's quite easy to citadel this thing if it gives you its broadside, but from the front it is a fairly tough ship. It goes about 28 knots and has great AA, just like all the other American battleships. But the big difference between the Massachusetts and the Alabama is that her guns are way less accurate. As you will see here in a second, the dispersion is very much not American battleship dispersion, which is normally quite good. And actually that cell right there is, no, there you go, see, the shells are flying apart much more now. And, just misses the citadel on that Mogami, but that Mogami does beach himself right in front of Dutch's Massachusetts. So, Mogami just ate quite a bit of AP. He's still broadside on to Dutch. And it doesn't look like he's even trying to reverse. It just looks like he's stuck. Which could be. Sometimes you just get stuck on the islands when you collide with them. But 12 kilometers away, only 7,000 health left. And Dutch throws a full broadside out. And then bye-bye Mogami. And there is first blood. So the Massachusetts is quite capable of hitting targets regularly within 15-ish kilometers. Outside of that, it's hit or miss. But from about 15 kilometers in, it is quite good. It's like having German dispersion, but you have 9 guns. So it's almost the buyer. I haven't seen those ships in a while. The Tier 8 Premium French Cruiser, there's the Mogami's torpedoes. Haven't seen a whole lot of those around. So anyway, it's like having a German battleship but having more guns, so even though the dispersion is bad, you still hit things more often. It's like the GK. The GK has German dispersion, but she has so many guns, you don't really notice too much because you're throwing more shells at the target. Whereas the Gneisenau, the Bismarck, and the FDG, they all have few guns for their tier. Bayer, 3k health left, 15 kilometers away. Can he snag the kill on this one too? The answer is yes. Also the camera movements, I'm not doing that in the replay. This is how Dutch views and plays his games, which, I mean, it's his game, so that's how he does it. You're just going to have to put up with it. Normally I don't do this because it's way too jerky. It does look like he scrolls in with the mouse wheel. I used to do that way back in the day, then I just hit shift because it's much quicker. I used to just be bored sailing around in a slow battleship, so I would just zoom in and out like that. But shift is much more efficient. But again, it's Dutch playing, not me, so this is what it is. And Iowa creeping up on Dutch from about 8 kilometers. And he's broadside too. This is not a good position to be in if you're that Iowa. If you're Dutch, it's a great position to be in. And the Iowa does aim at Dutch, but Dutch is balanced so that it all bounces. And, ooh, double Citadels the Iowa for 36,000 damage. Wow, that was a big hit. So the Iowa, he is still selling broadside on. It looks like he actually slowed down a bit there for a second. But he's speeding back up, and it looks like he is attempting to turn outward rather quite slowly, though. Again, it does just mainly look like he has slowed down. Again, Dutch's angle to where it just bounces. And only at 6,000 damage hit that time, so unfortunately not. Yeah, there he goes. He finally decides to commit to the turn. Maybe he was just waiting to get another salvo off, that second salvo off on Dutch. I don't know. I certainly would have ran in that situation because the Iowa is much faster than the Massachusetts. Massachusetts tops out around 28 knots. Iowa, you can get up to 32.5 knots, 0.6 knots with the speed flag. But I guess that Iowa just wanted to try and get another salvo off on Dutch. So Dutch's secondaries have managed to start a fire now. I believe 2 fires on the Iowa. Now the American secondaries, they don't have a lot of pinning power, but they are rather quite good at starting fires, which you can see he's already started 2 on the Iowa. He doesn't even have manual secondaries, and he actually finishes the Iowa off with just the impact from his secondaries and not the fire, so he gets close quarters expert there as well. So he is not even 5,000 damage down in this game. He has 70,000 damage acquired, so he's barely got the paint on his Massachusetts scratched, and he's already at 70,000 damage. And if you're looking at the map, you can tell that the enemy team went mostly to A, which again, limiting to 1 cap can work, but you have to move. The enemy team is not doing a fantastic job of moving. They haven't even capped the A cap. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 ships over at the A cap, which is pretty much almost all the ships left in the enemy team. And they haven't even managed to cap it yet, and there's only 3 friendly ships there. Although there's like the Sovietsky Soyuzes over there, both the friendly and the enemy one are about to throw down. And there goes, yep, enemy Soyuz just took out friendly Soyuz. Dutch launches his plane to get a sight on a firing solution on that Audacious. And only fires 1 turret. I'm guessing he may have thought he double clicked or he held it down long enough for both turrets to fire. But he has to release the second one there. And will he score a hit? That is pretty dang long range for the Massachusetts. Doesn't look like he scored any hits, which is why I don't normally use the spotter plane in the Massachusetts, since you really won't hit much at max range of the Massachusetts, let alone at 21 kilometers. So that Vladivostok's also running away toward his team at A. The friendly Musashi just took out another enemy ship. So Dutch's team is doing quite good now. And here comes some planes for the Audacious, who decided to go after an Ohio and a Massachusetts and a St. Louis and an Ibuki all bunched up together. Now, the Ibuki and the St. Louis don't have fantastic AA, but the Ohio and the Massachusetts certainly do. But you wouldn't know it from this replay because Dutch's A hasn't shot down anything yet. Okay, shut down 1 plane in all of that. So yeah, what even is A anymore? So he tries to catch his Vladivostok in a turn. His spotter is still up for another 10 seconds. And looks like he gave it the right amount of lead. Ooh, but it wasn't back far enough, and he just scrapes him. Now, let's see what he's going to do here. Well, obviously he's going to go around the island. He's not going to go through it. They haven't added indestructible terrain yet, which is weird. They released that video of the Yami shooting the iceberg, or like ice wall and something, making a new channel. But that was like the last thing I saw from that. I haven't even heard about that since then. It's been all submarines and Italian cruisers. Also, the Audacious is back within range. He's just waiting to clear the mountains right here. And he will poke the Audacious yet again. Well, that Fletcher's already doing a good job of bathing him in HE. Ooh, again, some wild dispersion from the Massachusetts. And will he tag him? No, he will not. Again, at longer ranges, Massachusetts really, really suffers. So he's coming upon a group of ships here. You've got the Vladivostok off in the distance. It's like Savetsky Soyuz, a full, almost full health Montana and a half health Yami. And he is actually going to be here shortly one of the furthest up battleships on his team. Now he does have two friendlies to his right, but they are currently kind of sitting still, and it looks like one's maybe trying to go up north and swing around, and that one in the middle of B is, he's moving forward too. So he's pushing up with his other battleships right now, which is a good thing. And this Vladivostok out here at max range, she's playing a very dangerous game, because Vladivostok, like all the other Russian battleships, is great bow on and angled, but when you show this amount of broadside, you're likely to get a big slap, because the Russian battleships, their citadels are well above the waterline and easy to hit, but it looks like the Vladivostok turns in almost at the last second, just enough so to where most of the shells miss or overpin on him. So Savetsky Soyuz, almost full with Montana, and Yami are hiding around the other side of this island right here. And you see the secondaries and A from the Yami just going absolutely nuts because of the Midway's planes. And ooh, Fletcher got a pretty nice torpedo salvo off there as well. And there goes his secondaries again, firing at the Vladivostok. Now, if you're looking at these secondaries, the grouping's actually not all that terrible for not having manual secondaries. It's fairly tight. I mean, if you look at the German secondaries, they are literally all over the place. And Yami just... No, I don't know if Yami took that or if the island protected Yami for that. Ooh, Montana just took out the friendly Ibuki. And, oh, those shells came quite close to Dutch's bow. Now, those, I do believe those were from the Yami, and those don't really care about bow armor, especially on American battleships. So Vladivostok is within 6 kilometers now. And she's showing him a lot of broadside again. Oh, hi, Montana. Ooh, Montana just got slapped by something. He's broadside onto Dutch, so this should be an easy kill confirming for Dutch. But naturally, he only gets 4,900 damage when he needed 5,000 and change to take out the Montana. So that's awkward. Now he's got a Montana, a Yami, and a Vladivostok all right in front of it, and a Soyuz off to the right. Ooh, there we go. Yami just delivered a big hit to Dutch and actually took out his #1 turret. So Dutch is now a very large Graf Spee. Montana 3 kilometers in front of him. That time he managed to take him out. Vladivostok coming to his right, turns hard right to avoid the ram from the Vladivostok. Yamato is looking right at him now. And again, he only has 2 turrets. The front turret is not loaded yet. Ooh, very lucky that shot right there didn't kill him. Hi, Yami, how's your citadel? There it is. Almost 40,000 damage from that hit. That was 3 citadels. Each shell from his turret hit his citadel. Vladivostok, ooh, so lucky that did not delete him. Aimed at the Yami's tailpipe and up the tailpipe for another citadel. Oh my god, that went from 0 to 200 real quick. And did you see the dispersion on that last shot up the Yami's stern? It was almost like a laser. It was amazing dispersion from the Massachusetts. Any citadel in which I haven't seen that happen too often. But man, that was magical. And he went from an almost full health Massachusetts to holding on for dear life by just 6,000 health. Now the carrier is still around, and luckily Massachusetts does have a very quick cooldown time on its heel. There's the Audacious. He has 2 turrets left. These are 16-inch guns, so if these do connect, you could easily get a 6 kill here. And they connect, but oh, again, just 5,600 damage. Oh, the pain there. And there's his heel coming up again. And wow, what a time for that 3rd turret to go down. If that 3rd turret wasn't down, he probably would have taken off out of that, taken that Audacious out. But he, nevertheless, he tries again to get another shot on the Audacious, which, granted, the American shells do have very high arcs, as we all know, but it is the Ohio that gets the kill on the Audacious. So, great game there, Dutch. Really picked up there at the end. Was kind of slow in the middle, but man, that was a brawler's little paradise right there. You saw how he just freaking lost health, left, right, and center, just in fistfuls. But he still managed to pull that off, and wow, That was impressive, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty tense there at the end. But great job, Dutch. Very entertaining game. Great showing of the Massachusetts' strengths. And whew, I would have loved to have had a game like that. So guys, if you have a replay you would like to send it in the link down below. If you like the video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 6,000 subscribers, and we are actually, probably by the time this goes up, under 400 subscribers away from that goal. You guys have just been doing an amazing job with the new subscriptions recently. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. And hope to catch all of you guys in the next one.